I have to admit it's frustrating having a bladder control problem.
Because my real problem is finding the protection I need.
You need Depend for discreet, effective protection. Like this Depend undergarment with a form-fitting shape and advanced absorbent system. Depend puts protection where it's most effective. Try regular or extra absorbency for bladder control problems.
The name says it all.
Depend. Discreet, effective protection.
Okay, this is vlog number 9. Okay, I've already discussed the Mandela effect in vlog number 6 and what I think it is. So this video is me just exploring some other ideas about the Mandela effect, things I've thought about or whatever. Not saying this is what the Mandela effect is, okay? Alright, so one thing that's not completely impossible, one scenario that's not completely impossible is that some of the effects associated with the Mandela effect are the result of social experiment. Okay, so maybe a research program into suggestibility and a research program into changing the perceptions of the past in the minds of the public. Okay, so I'd say the way they would do this is perhaps pick some things that people get mixed up with or things that people could get mixed up with. So say we'll take an example of the Depend and Depends, okay? So in this example, it's always been Depend, okay, and most people probably think it was Depend. Or maybe they've already done the research and found out 80% of people think it's Depend, 20% people think it's Depends. And then what they could do is plant images, suggestions, I've all kinds of ways you can do that with subliminals. I don't really know much about it, but in the media and the adverts I could repeat this depends in particular places where people are going to take it in. And they could go online in real time and they could do some research to see how effective it's been. So maybe now it's instead of it being 80% of people think it's Depend, 20 think it's Depends, maybe now it's shifted to 30% and 70%, okay? So the purpose of such research could be just to see how malleable the public memory is. And it could be used for perhaps propaganda reasons, to improve the technology of propaganda for national security reasons, okay? So if it was such a thing that's happening, we would expect to see it, particularly with one coming out of one nation, and that's kind of what we see. We see a lot of these things are American products and things in the American media, okay? I mean, this could just be because the internet is dominated by American media. I'd be interested to see if any foreign people reading this, if there's any Mandela effect in, say, the French language or in Brazilian or Portuguese, in these other countries, and there's other media, if there's anything that's related Mandela effect to these cultures too, or whether it's just kind of an American culture phenomenon. Okay, that's it. Until the next Mandela video, see you later.